Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show another feature of Canvas, which is the /research command. We know that within ChatGPT, within Claude and Gemini, you can do grounded search, and I was wondering, what would it take to include this feature inside Canvas Chat itself? So I tried to implement it with AI assistants, and so this is what we have. Research benefits and risks of intermittent fasting. And so if I hit enter here, that deep research node will show up. I'm just going to quickly explain what's happening behind the scenes while the deep research takes place. So the way this works is behind the scenes, there's an API endpoint that's implemented that basically implements this loop. Take the search query, have an LLM generate appropriate search terms, which are not necessarily exactly the same as search query, run it through DuckDuckGo search, get sources, pull them in, and then we'll have the LLM read the search results. And then after that, it'll generate adjacent search terms that are then fed into the search engine. And we do that in a loop 4 times and gather as many sources. And then finally, we have the LLM do a final summarization. Midway, there's also a summarization per article as well, so that we don't explode the context window, if I remember correctly. And so this is going to happen. In parallel, I am also going to show that not only do we have the native built-in way of doing it, we also have it with Exa if you have an Exa API key. So I'm just going to copy over my Exa API key from the appropriate place. Let me just find that over here, copy, and then paste it right there. I'm going to save settings. I'm going to do the exact same query one more time. So /research benefits, and you'll notice /research will give me deep research with Exa now. /research benefits and risks of intermittent fasting. And we'll hit enter. Now we've got 2 ways of doing deep research. One is through Exa and the other is through DuckDuckGo search. And so Exa itself will go on and pull on its sources as well. And in a moment, once this is done with the 4 iteration loops, once it is done, it will finally generate that report. So we're just going to wait for this to finish up. Maybe just to let people know what's going on behind the scenes, I'm seeing sources show up in the server logs, and they're coming from all sorts of places. There's actually a redirect out to Google search, which I'm not sure how that happened, but there's also DuckDuckGo, Wikipedia, etc. So once it's done, it'll report back. Meanwhile, Exa is definitely much faster, and it'll show its thought process behind the scenes. And you'll notice this is a node like any other. You can highlight things, you can reply to it. For example, I can say documented health, weight management, intermittent fasting reduces overall calorie intake by limiting the eating window, and it can reduce body weight, improve body composition, etc. 16.8. And there's supporting evidence down here, Johns JHU, NP Journal, highlights, etc., Youngnam Medical Science. Let's see. If I were to scroll down a little bit more, I do remember references are over here, and there's the Johns Hopkins study, Youngnam Medical Science, and all of those consulted are also there. What I can do is I can copy that link address if I'm interested in it and attempt to fetch it. Let's see whether that works. And so I'll get that thing out here. Then I might also do this website, copy link address. We'll do that as well. And then I can summarize it just like any other. So 4.0 will summarize this for me, and we'll do a summary for this guy as well. Okay. That was Exa's deep research. And then for DuckDuckGo, you'll notice I have it over here, and I do try to format it in such a way that the links are in line so that you can see what the claims were, etc. I think one feature I might do in the future is if you click on this, it will, instead of opening a new tab, it will just open up a direct fetched content node like this guy down here, saved on a few clicks. I'm going to do one more final little thing and just ask, what's the most surprising finding here? It's positive impact on gut health and mental well-being. Okay, that's cool. So in any case, we have deep research over here. Every claim can be traced, and this basically gives you like research reports in minutes, if not seconds. And in the next video, we'll actually talk about how you can fact check almost any claim.